We got Facebook up and running, it looks like. And we got the camera for YouTube for later on. Perfect. Awesome. All right, let me pull up my thing. If you're watching this live, who are you? I got the Instagram one. If you're on Instagram, my phone's kind of like in the napkin holder, so I won't be really able to read anything. So comment, let me know that you were here. Facebook, you're over there. How's it going? Let me know who it is, whereabouts you are. Are you in, is it Irma? Hurricane Irma's path? And those of you watching this on YouTube, you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's recorded, but I appreciate you watching this. And yeah, so I want to get into it. So this is my 2017 August 2017 income and goal report, and excited because it was a good month, but it was a good month for a couple different things. And you know, I do these for the main reason of it. One, when you're tracking, when you're reviewing your goals every single month, you know, weekday, whatever it is, the more you review your goals, the more likely you are to actually hit and accomplish your goals. And that's something I've been on and off with in the past before, but I've noticed a huge difference, especially this year, that by doing these monthly goal reports, and then sharing them publicly, because a lot of people, they kind of shy away from that, and I'm still a little nervous doing this, and even the whole live stuff, I'm kind of still nervous doing it. It just feels weird, but by sharing them publicly, people who do that, I know for a fact they hit their goals faster and accomplish more, just because then there's other people, you know, holding them accountable. And I just think that's so powerful, because it's easy to set goals when no one's looking, and then if you don't accomplish them, if you get off track, it's a lot easier to give up on them. The goals that I'm going to go through, I can't just erase it, because it's up, it's on the channel. People can look at it, and if all of a sudden I've deleted a major goal because I wasn't going to hit it, or I'm too off track, or whatever the case may be, people can start calling me out on that, and so I can't do that. So that kind of forces me to you know, work harder and push myself even more to make sure I hit the goals. So, you know, I do this more for myself. If anything, hopefully it inspires you. I know, you know, one of the guys that Stefan, you know, Project Life Mastery, I look up to that guy so much, and every month I go through his, you know, his goal report, and you'll probably see why it's kind of similar, right? Steal from the best and steal from the best with pride. And you know, I go through it, and he just made, like, it was like $1.8 million. Well, not just made, but he's made about $1.8 million so far for the year, and will surpass his goal of making $2 million in September. He's planning. And I was telling Mariana that last night, and that is, like, nothing inspires me more than people hitting those numbers. I just think it's one of the coolest things, just not so much for the money. Yeah, of course, I like money. I don't like money. I like what money can do for you. And it just allows you to help others and provide, you know, live the life that you want to live, right? I don't think anyone really wants to live a paycheck to paycheck mediocre, I'm living to pay the bills, but I can't travel, I can't do this, I can't help somebody in need when they're in need because I'm a little too tight on money. I don't think that's anyone's real way of how they want to live life, despite, I just got a thumbs up, somebody agrees with me. And I don't think that's anybody's real way of how they want to live life. And honestly, if they say it is, they're lying, or they've just given up and they've, you know, that's it. So let me dive into it. Yeah, let me just kind of dive into it here. So these are the main goals that I'll update everyone on the progress, where I've been over the last little bit. And August, super interesting month. Those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that with August, me and the family, we went back to Vancouver, where I'm originally from. I'm down here in Mexico. If you're watching me for the first time in Monterey, nowhere near where the earthquake was. I'm not on the side that's getting hit with the hurricane, one of the 3 hurricanes going on right now. We're good. We're just in boring old Monterey. It's not boring, but it's it's hot. It's desert, but it's Monterey. So we're good. We're good. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so August we went back to Vancouver. We were there for a full month, and it was amazing. My parents had a chance to meet Julia Alejandra for the first time, and so did everyone else actually. And I just had a chance to reconnect with friends and all of that. But we totally underestimated how busy we were going to be and the amount of work that we were actually going to be able to accomplish. So I worked maybe 5 to 10 hours max. I filmed, I think, 2 or 3 interviews, and that was it. That was the extent of my working. Not meeting with accountants and stuff. That was kind of the purpose of the trip. For any CRA representatives watching this, that was the purpose of the trip, finding accountants. I don't really count that as actual work hours. It's just stuff has to be done for the business. But so I didn't work a ton, but I had one of my strongest revenue months out of the entire year. I think it was number 2 in terms of generating from a passive income. And I was just so pleased that, the last 12 months, setting everything up and creating everything that's been going on with the business, that I was able to essentially take the entire month of August off and still have one of my second highest revenue months. So I was super stoked to see that happen because, yeah, in a year, that's pretty cool, right? Like, think about if you work a regular job for a year and then you take a month off, you're not going to make your full salary. But anyways, so let's get into numbers. So revenue for the month of August, it was $46.11. So that brings a total to 2017 of $24,760. My goal for 2017 is to make $200,000. Obviously, I'm not going to come close to making $200,000, but I do have some big things that I'm going to be announcing over the next few weeks, and some big plans for the fall. And I really think I'll land somewhere between the $80,000 to $100,000 mark. Really want to cross 6 figures this year. I think that'd be just a kind of a cool personal accomplishment, crossing 6 figures in my first year of creating a passive income for myself with this whole new online venture. So, but you know what, having that initial goal of 200,000, I think that really helps stretch me and push me even further and further to work harder to get it up. So, anyways, we'll see how it goes, but I'm still confident 80 to 100 grand is where I'll be able to finish up. So that's pretty cool. Expenses for the month. Now, expenses for this month were $67.39, so $6,739.04. So total $14,000 for the year. But this will be on the blog post. Here's the caveat. About $6,000 of the expenses was the Vancouver trip. And the reason I included in there, so I actually took a net loss of $2,100 this month, first time ever. But the reason I include that $6,000 trip in here is because the trip was so I could go and meet and interview some new accountants. I could meet up with my mentor, D1, and we filmed some video, and there were business things that I had to take care of in Vancouver. That was why we had to go back there for the CRA watching. But I took the family because I couldn't be without them for a month. And so that means the car rental, which was like $700, the plane tickets, which, funny story about that, I'll probably do a separate video on that, but the plane tickets, which were like $2,000 or something like that, and everything else turns into a business expense because it was a business trip. I just had the family with me. So that's why it's included in the report. Without counting that trip, my income after expenses was $38.74. Still, it's not a ton of change, it's not, but you know what? still, it's something. So pretty cool. It was one of my stronger months, and we did that trip. So definitely pretty excited about that. Like always, in the blog post that will be attached to the YouTube video, and I'll probably share it on all these platforms. There's going to be a blog post, and it'll go into kind of more detail and the more specific breakdown of where did this income come from, this $4,600, what were my other expenses for the month. So if any of you are kind of watching to kind of see, to get an idea of what, what it is, just check out the blog post that'll be linked to all this. You can kind of check that out as well. But pretty happy. So my ebook royalties were down a little bit in August. Whatever. I don't get too hung up on month to month, as it's always just going to fluctuate. Paperback was up. ACX was 0. Obviously, I only have, I think, like 2 or 3 books on ACX. So obviously, I could throw some more books on there and prevent a 0 month from happening. But my other income jumped up almost $1,000 from the month before. It went from $846 to $2,700. So that was pretty cool. And I got some large payouts from Google AdSense, so I guess that's from YouTube revenue, I believe, and just some other small affiliate things as well, of course. And my self-published and Blueprint, we had a pretty decent month with signups for August as well, so that was pretty cool. All right, so going down to my next goal, I'll easily create 100% of my income from different passive income revenue streams by December 31st. So my wife and I can no longer work regular jobs and have the freedom to live life on our terms. This is my #1 goal. This is what motivates me. This is it. This is why I do what I want, or what I do, because nothing just pisses me off more than just not living the life that you want to live. Somebody mentioned on one of my videos earlier, it's like, oh, you're just in it for the money. And like, no shit. Why do you go to work? Like you go to work because you like hanging out with your boss? Like, no, you go to work to get paid. That's why we do stuff. So yeah, I'm in it for the money, because money puts a roof over my head. More money puts a better roof over my head. More money puts food in my daughter's belly, puts better food in my daughter's belly. We flew business class on the way back from Vancouver. Not really by choice. We kind of had to pay for it, but it's another story. But I'll tell you what, next time we do the flight to Vancouver, we're all flying business class, because that's just way more comfortable. Bigger seats, bigger play area for the baby to run around. She's not a baby, she's 2. Bigger for the 2-year-old to run around. I stretched my legs out. I had my room. They give you stuff in China. I don't know if it's China, but it's not plastic and flimsy. And it was only $400 more. That's why I want to make a lot of money. So when we fly places, eventually I'll be able to fly in a private jet, but we can just pay the extra $400, $500, $600, $700 for comfort and convenience. None of this like flying on airplanes like this. I've done that enough. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want my kids growing up having to deal with that. So yeah, I am about making money, and that is a driving force for me. And I guess if it's not, you probably just don't want to watch me, but that's all good. I'm doing what I love right now, being able to help other people, and I think that's so cool. And my wife, she's still working her regular job. She's doing that right now. But within the next year, within the next 12 months, we should be both, like, I should have enough coming in from the business. And, we've even talked about some things that she might start doing as well, that within 12 months, we should both be completely done with regular jobs and be completely living the passive income lifestyle. So I think that's just so cool. And really, that's the main goal right now, to make enough steadily to replace my wife's income as well. So gotta keep hustling, gotta keep grinding away to get this done. Easily pay off remaining debt that I have by December 31st of this year. It's probably not going to happen by December 31st. I've been doing an aggressive payment plan, and that'll probably be by April, but probably 60 to 70% of her debt will be paid off by December 31st. I think that's super cool. I've never really, like, I just grew up not really thinking about debt, and I wasn't good with money, and, you know, that obviously changed, and something just snapped, and I was just done with it. And I think that's just so cool, being able to pay off debt. And you know, I'll do a debt video, because I got a bottle of bubbly that we brought from Italy from a trip that we paid for mostly on a credit card. And you know, it took us a year to pay that stupid trip off, but it was an amazing trip. And there's one bottle of champagne left from this small vineyard that we went to in northern Italy, and it's been sitting up on the mantle for about 2 years. 2 years, because we went right before the baby was born. And I'm going to pop that open as soon as we pay off that last dollar. And that's what it's there for. So I'll do a video on that. I think that'd be kind of a cool story to get into. I'll easily become master of my finances, improve in areas where I need to improve on, by reading books, seeking out mentors, and getting the results I want. So that's been a big focus of the beginning of the year. I really think mentally I'm getting better and better with that, as we have more money saved and we're paying off debt faster than we ever have before. So pretty excited about that. Okay, as far as business goals, I'll at least grow my Kindle publishing business, generate $5,000 per month by December 31st, no, by April 30th, and $10,000 by August 1st. So these goals all got scrapped. You know, I set these out in last year, end of last year, and let's see who's showing in here. And then I got a mentor, completely changed my thinking, had me thinking much bigger, focused. I shifted my focus onto what ended up being my self-publishing blueprint, instead of growing these publishing numbers for just to brag, and because 5 or 10 grand sounds cool in the whole publishing world. But I focused on the bigger picture that was more in line with what I wanted to be doing, and that's really teaching people, you know, how to get started and just how to make their first grand online. I've been working with a Kindle manager, and you know, we've been working together, and he is going to be slowly taking over my whole Kindle business, and he's going to be running it. I'll be watching it with him, and I'm documenting everything so I can continue to share, and eventually, once it's getting to the point that I think it's good, I'll be able to teach whoever wants to learn. Probably first it'll be members in my course, you know, exactly how to find that VA, that right one, and how to have them run your entire Kindle business. So you only got to meet with them a couple hours a week, and they run it, and you're just collecting the royalties and everything from it. So easily looking at creating a Kindle publishing course that obviously got accomplished back in April. I'll help 1,000 people make their first $1,000 online through Kindle publishing by December 31st. I'm like 10% of the way there. But I got some big things that are going to be coming on in the next few weeks that are really going to help impact others. And what's so cool is, like, these aren't all just people hitting or taking and purchasing my course. I have people reaching out to me that are telling me that, hey, by watching your videos, I've made X amount of dollars through publishing. My free videos on YouTube, on YouTube right here. Right? Multiple people have been telling me that. Somebody messaged me, I think I posted it, he's now a member of my course, but from all my free videos, because he couldn't afford the course, I guess, from all my videos, he was watching them, he published a book, and then you know, he got it onto the bestsellers list organically, and you know, sent me a message just saying thank you so much. I think that's just so cool that you don't have to buy my course. There's so much of my free content out there on my channel, you know, that there's no excuse. So I just want to help 1,000 people accomplish the same thing I accomplished, you know, months ago. Just because that first $1,000 that I made online, and then it just kept coming in every single month. Like I said, it's not a ton of money, but it really did have a positive impact on our lives. And just want to help other people do that as well. Easily commit to producing minimum bi-weekly blog posts. 26 was the goal for the year. We're at 43. Pretty good. Easily start affiliate marketing by December 31st. I am focused in my lane right now. I have some, make a few $100 from affiliate sales here and there, but it's just not the big focus right now. Easily reach 10,000 people monthly through my blog posts. Okay, last month I reached 335. My blog has not been as active as the last little bit. I don't have somebody doing the post for me right now. I've just been focused on other things, so that just hasn't been a main focus. But I'll be getting that back up over the next little bit, but probably won't accomplish that goal. Easily grow my YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers and produce 365 videos. So for the month of August, I think I put up 2 or 3 videos. And that got me about 40 subscribers, so nothing. I'll be going heavy over the next little bit, especially for the fall, because I'm at 175 videos and I want to get up to 300 by the year end. So I'm going to be joining this thing called the 100-day challenge, the last 100 days of the year, and I believe I'll probably commit to doing a video a day for 100 days. And I did that. I put out 100 videos in 90 days in the beginning of the year. That really did help transform the business. So I think I'll just commit to doing that again. And I think it'll actually be a much harder task this time around. But stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for the 100-day challenge, because I got some cool announcements and things I'll be doing with that as well. So my health and fitness goals. So easily complete a full marathon by December 31st. So I got one coming up in Monterey. I think it's like the Powerade Marathon or something like that. On December 10th, once a week I do my running update and kind of share my training with that. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about doing stuff like that. So if you're into running, it'll be a once a week, probably on a Tuesday every week. And but the first blog post, I'll have it linked in the blog post for this report, so you can find it, or it's on my blog at emekaossai.com. Sign up, start working out at the gym. I got one of my students, Jacob. He is working on a training plan for me right now, just to help with some strength training to go along with my running. So can't wait to get back into the gym and get back into shape. Easily gain 5 pounds of muscle mass. Honestly, I have no idea if that's going to happen this year, because I'm going to be running a lot. I have no idea. We'll see. 7-day juice cleanse. Mariana did it. She did 5 days. I just haven't done it yet. I'm probably not going to do this one. I'm probably just going to scrap that till next year. Okay, travel, lifestyle, and personal development. So we traveled back to Canada. That was a huge goal we had, and that was awesome. Easily sign up for Robin Sharma's Personal Mastery Academy. He opens that in the beginning of 2018 again, so I'll be signing up for that then. So obviously I won't be able to accomplish that this year, but that's the goal. Easily read 12 books. I'm at like 2 if you include Grant Cardone's little booklet, which is 44 pages. So really it's one full book. It's horrible. I'm reading one book again a second time, just because there's so much. It's called .com Secrets. There's so much great info in that book that I have to read it a second time. This time I'm going through and I'm like highlighting things and writing down things in my journal, and because there's so much info in that book. And I got a list. Oh, house got clean today. I got some books on the list. It's actually Russell Brunson's second book, Expert Secrets, that I'm going to be reading next. But right now I'm also reading a book. It's called Running, and it's just about training to run your first marathon and different things like that, because mentally I just need to get more into the whole thing of running, because I'm taking this marathon pretty seriously, because I don't want to get injured. I want to finish it. I want it to go as smooth as humanly possible. So I'm taking this as serious as I can. Where was I? All right, the books. Okay, easily take the wife on a weekend getaway for her anniversary. I got to take her somewhere good because I want to go see Jay-Z on like November 9th. And I think she wants to come. So, but maybe that'll be the weekend getaway. Romantic. What do you guys think? If you're on Facebook, Instagram, what do you think? Would the Jay-Z concert in Dallas or Houston, would that count as a nice weekend getaway for the anniversary? Or do you think that will get me into trouble? Let me know, YouTube, in the comments section. Do you think that's a good idea, or should I kind of plan a separate, more romantic trip? But, you know, I think that'd be an awesome weekend getaway. But still working on that. But so those are my main goals. I got some other ones, but it's so cool because as I grow and mature and as the business grows, my goals are changing. Rahul says, good idea. I like that. Maybe we double date. Mia, me and Mariana, we go down there and do that. But you know, goals are always changing. You know, there was like I was planning on buying a Jeep at the end of this year, but just realized, you know what, there's nothing wrong with my car right now. Dropping 60 grand on that right now would not be the best thing. And so goals are always changing and you know, evolving as you do. And so that's so cool. But it's only September 8th as I film this. There's so much time left to start hitting and accomplishing your goals for 2017. But guess what? I started thinking about all these goals right now, this time last year. I wrote them down in my journal and I started planning for them and I started working my butt off in the fall, right? The fall is when all this started happening. The fall, at this time last year, is the reason I have the results that I have right now. The reason I was able to take a month off from work, go to Vancouver, fly business class, and pay for it and just not worry about it is because I worked my tail off in the fall of 2016 to make 2017 the best year I possibly can. So use the next 4 months to work your ass off, Raul. Use it so that next year you can do exactly what you want and you don't have to be restricted by whatever is restricting you today. So give me a thumbs up if you guys like that, or the hearts or smiley faces, or a GIF. I don't know if you can do that while it's live, but those things, I've been falling in love with those little GIF things. They're kind of cool. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys right now. Thank you so much for watching me. If you are new to the channel, make sure you take a look around, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. Reach out to me on Instagram. It's Emeka Ossai. No, Emeka_Ossai. Facebook, it's Emeka J Ossai. And YouTube, well, you found me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so you get notified when I drop new videos. And I got some great stuff for all of you coming up soon. So can't wait to talk to everyone soon. Speak to y'all soon. Take care.